And I guess with that being said, we are ready to rock and roll. Well, thank you very much again for stopping by. I really am glad that you're taking full advantage of these weekly Ask Sean sessions. I'm having a lot of fun with these, actually, getting a lot of great questions from a lot of different people. And what I've tried to do is, I try and cherry pick the best questions out there. And, if I can, I will cover every single question asked. So again, make sure you get your questions in early. I want to try and see what I can do to help you guys. The sooner you get the questions in, the absolute better. It gives me more time to prepare really good answers. And I had some really good questions this week. So what I want to do now is literally just leap in there. It has been a very busy week. As some of you know, we've been working on a project with Saj Perk from ClickBank and working with Anik Singhal. It's been a real trip so far. Working with these guys, they have a lot of stuff going on. We're doing a lot with the Affiliate Movie Profits product, which you're going to start seeing everywhere very soon. We are doing a big launch in October, which you may have seen on JV Notify Pro. If you want to see what launches are coming up, what big products are coming up, that's the place to go. And we have our announcement up there. This has been a very exciting course to put together. It's really a culmination of all of my video marketing skills in one course. It's about 14 hours long. There is a lot of video in there, a lot of different tactics and subjects I cover, and you will absolutely get a real kick out of it if you get your hands on that. So that's what we've been up to this week a lot. But jumping straight in here, let's get on with the questions that I've been asked. And the first question I got asked is about Firestorm SEO and backlinking, kind of like the priorities and everything else. And the question is, hey, Sean, I own Firestorm SEO, Backlink Booster, and SEO Supercharger. They're a couple of products of ours. If you're not familiar with them, go check them out. Love your stuff. Anyway, I would like some clarification as to just how much and what type of backlinking I should do for my main page, target page, versus the link magnet approach. Well, if you're not familiar with this concept, let me kind of go through it a little bit. The idea is that on your main website, your money-making website, you have your homepage targeting one specific topic. Okay. Then you have sub-pages which act like a kind of like a landing page in their own right, but they are targeted to related terms to your main term. Say, for example, my main term is acne cream. Then I want to also target acne cures, acne remedies, home acne remedies. So I might have a page very much focused on that term with a very keyword optimized and laden article and everything else. And all of those link back to my homepage, kind of like the traditional doorway page, except they also link to each other. They have real content. They're not really out there to try and trick the search engines. They're actually very much geared towards being proper content pages that rank very well for the particular term. And they act like landing pages in their own right. Now, the question being is, how do you link to those? And then if you're adding to it with the link magnet strategy, which again, you as an Inner Circle member, you have access to all of this information about link magnets and everything else. Go check that out from the special reports section. You really need to kind of do traditional backlinking back to your kind of target pages and really kick it up, do your RSS submissions, your profile linking and everything else, backlink boost them. That's all well and good as long as you do it in a throttled manner. The point here is don't go nuts. If you want to tie a link magnet to each one of these target pages, then do so. Really optimize the link juice going back to that and filter it down. It will make a magnificent difference, but you can still create backlinks, boost those backlinks, do profile linking, as long as you don't do more than, I would say, if it's a brand new site, about 20 a day. If it's, I would say an older site, about 3 to 6 months, you can do 50 a day. If your page rank 3 and above, you can do 100 a day. So that's kind of where I fall in with that. And again, just do your backlinking naturally. Build up your link magnets if you want to go that route, and push into that as well, and then boost everything you've got going on with Backlink Booster, and that will see you right. Excuse me while I take a drink. We had a bit of a problem here today in that my air conditioning has broke down. In my office right now, it's about 110 degrees. So I have copious amounts of cold soda on hand, and I am cooking like a turkey right now. But there you go. That's the way it goes. So that is basically that profile. And what I'm going to show you, what you can't see on the phone, obviously, but what you can see in the video is you can see the targeted content, all linking back to your homepage and your target pages. That really does make a difference with everything you have going on, especially when it comes to your backlinking. And if you want to, as I say, you do have the link magnet strategy all laid out for you in a special report in the main part of the inner circle. So that's all well and good. Hope that really answers that question for you there. And again, if you have any other questions about backlinking, take a look at that link magnet strategy, or if you can get your hands on it, we do have a discount coupon for the Firestorm SEO in the members section. You can go check that out, and that will keep you sweet as well, because that is a very, very powerful strategy indeed. Now, the next question tonight, which is actually a very, very good question, magpie syndrome. Now, what do I call magpie syndrome? I got asked, do you ever, or did you ever have a problem with chasing every shiny new ball in internet marketing, or did you just stay focused on a very specific model or approach? I still find myself accumulating way more products than actually being successful in internet business. Well, honestly, yes, and there are several reasons for that. The problem with all this is everything out there is very much hyped. There's a lot of new techniques. There's a lot of innovation out there. And even when I first started, yes, I was very much one of the people that would look at everything out there, look to see, hey, what is out there? What's new? What could help me with my business? What could really change things up? And you know what? Honestly, I still do that today. Now, there's a different reason. When I first started, I was looking for the magic bullet, the one system that would make me rich. Everyone has been there. I know everyone can associate with that. And honestly, the main thing is, if you have something that you feel will work for you, try it, push it. Action is the biggest problem that holds most people back. And if you don't take action, you are going to be continuously looking for the next shiny ball. There's different ways to look at it. There's the get rich quick with the big promises with no effort. Those ones I tend to steer clear of, and I always did. The reason being is, well, if it was really that simple, you wouldn't sell that secret. You would maximize it, you'd automate it, you'd pay people to do it for you, and you'd sit back and reap in the rewards. Now, don't get me wrong, there are systems out there that can help, but I always look to the ones that supplement a strategy or are a different twist or a little bit of innovation just to push a little more traffic or get a little more exposure, little tweaks to sales. I always like learning new techniques that I can innovate, modify, and assimilate into my business. However, if I saw I'll tell you what, if I see another WSO that tells me how to make $1 million in a year by just copying and pasting, I think I'm going to pull my hair out, to be quite honest. That absolutely drives me crazy, because honestly, the way to succeed in business, it's not hard work, it's smart work. You need to find something that is a long-term approach. Hey, if you want a quick hit, I can guarantee, even if you succeed in a quick hit system, it's not going to last that long, and you'll be looking for the next quick hit. That's kind of why with video marketing, I kind of really stayed at that one until I made it work. I found what worked. and really pushed it to a whole new level. And that's really been the core of that really catapulted me into success. And then I used that income to experiment in other areas, to really develop my skills with affiliate marketing. I'd done a lot of pay-per-click up to that point and spent an absolute fortune on pay-per-click. And honestly, I still spend a lot of money on pay-per-click, but I do that smarter now than I used to. So yes, I still do look at new products all the time. And thankfully at my level, I get sent a lot of products as well, just to check out to see if I want to promote them and what have you. So that saves me some money, I'll tell you that. But when it comes to actually looking for the new shiny system because I want to succeed, yeah, not really. Again, it's for now, and from where I am now with what I'm doing, it's okay, who's the innovator out there? What are they doing that I can maybe assimilate? And, a lot of the time, honestly, I'm let down, as I'm sure everyone else out there tonight is. They're very disappointed with a lot of the stuff they buy. And I tell you what, the Warrior Forums, if you're one of those WSO hounds, the Warrior Forums there's so much rehashed crap out there. It absolutely amazes me that anyone's still buying stuff. Thankfully, I make a lot of good money from the Warrior Forums, and as a lot of you know, you've probably actually come from one of my products on there. I do very, very well. I'd be quite honest, and this is between you, me, and the rest of the inner circle here. I would do in excess of $20,000 to $30,000 a month just from the Warrior Forums and my sales there. Now that is, I would say not every month, but I've peaked at about 30K was probably June. And then when I release a new product or something like Firestorm SEO, Twitter Commando and stuff like those can make about $10,000 in one day. And then I, obviously any sundry sales for the rest of the month, it kind of tapers off towards the end of the month. And then, with everyone else out there, I have now, thankfully, a large affiliate base. They're continuously promoting it as well. And a lot of my products are actually 100% commission on the front end, which puts a lot of money in a lot of people's pockets. And then, obviously, the next time I release a product, I have that new customer base to expose my new product to, and it kind of scales up from there. It's a very good model. If you want to start doing it, this is how you do it. You create a product, something kick-ass, innovative if you can. Maybe you've got an existing system and you've got a little twist on it. You want to put that out there. That will work as well. And then you use something like Rapid Action Profits, $7 secrets. The idea is that you let people promote it at 100% commission. I use Rapid Action Profits. It's a very good system. Then what happens, I'm kind of giving you my secret of one of my launches here. So I will basically sell that on the Warrior Forums or wherever I can. And then I will collect that list and I will make every single person who purchases an immediate affiliate and say, hey, you can go recoup your money right now. Go promote this, put it on your blog and sell it. You keep 100% commission. Then once they've promoted that, I've got all those customers who bought originally, and then I get all the customer information from anyone who buys from their link. Then next month, I will do another product. Again, it just expands from there because I've got all those old customers from last month, plus new customers who are also now affiliates. I'm building my list. I'm building my customer base. They're all buyers. And that was very, very, very powerful stuff. That's why when I first started on the Warrior Forums, I started doing these monthly special reports. That really built up my entire customer base from the Warrior Forums. And every time I release a product now, I can guarantee at least 10 grand from that. It's wonderful. And that's in 24 hours. So that is basically a very quick model that I'm kind of sharing now with my inner circle members that you can go and start applying. And if you want to kick it up a notch, you can go out to all the different places that promote products, TradeBit. You could start article marketing and promoting your stuff. And you can have a constant stream of new signups, new affiliates, and again, people who will promote your stuff. And not just on the Warrior Forums. You could go to Digital Point. I personally don't like that place, but there's a lot of people there who do buy that kind of stuff, especially if you're in the kind of $17 kind of price bracket, people will eat that up, especially because there's very low risk, low commitment in terms of money, and it's very easy to put out a 10 to 20 page PDF in about an hour to 2 hours. So you can start doing that. And a lot of people know I do videos. I kind of really kick it up a notch, but that's because that's what I do. And that makes the product perceived value. Not only is the information great, but the perceived value of my products also is very high because I do it all with video. But you could go and get Camtasia. You can go jump into doing that yourself. Just take a few moments and boom, off you go. So anyway, that was a big divergence from the magpie syndrome. I know I went off one of my tangents, but I wanted to give you a model that you could use that may stop you looking for the next shiny thing and make you actually take action, start developing your own products, and start making money that you can then invest in your own business without having to keep chasing the golden goose, so to speak. Okay, with that being said, let's move on to question 3. And the next question is kind of cool. It's about too much automation. Now, here's the question. I know you're a big fan of automation, but I wonder what you think of a few plugins here. There is a plugin that automatically makes an RSS feed of each post, and there is a plugin called WP Syndication that posts a snippet of every post to Web 2.0 properties linking back. Is this valuable for SEO? Is this overkill and risky for important sites? Or is it better suited for Firestorm sites? Well, a very good question. And there are a lot of plugins out there that can really make your life a lot easier. In terms of turning every post into an RSS feed, not really any point to that from an SEO perspective, because usually your post will be part of your main RSS feed anyway, which hopefully you've already aggregated out there to all the RSS directories, to Ping FM, to Web 2.0 properties. You don't really need to do that. And then WP Syndication, which posts a snippet of every post from a Web 2.0 property that links back. Not really required. In fact, that might water down some of the page link juice, or should I say the page weight and keyword weight you already have on that page. For example, if you have, with Ping FM, 47 web properties, each one of those links back, okay, and the system, WP Syndication, finds, say, just 20 of them, okay? That's 20, and say it posts one sentence each. That's 20 extra sentences watering down that page. I wouldn't do it. I would avoid those two plugins that you've mentioned there, because I think those will hurt your SEO in the long run, regardless of which site it's on, whether it's your money site or a Firestorm site. Ultimately, that's going to water down some of your relevance, and that can hurt your SEO. So there is such a thing as too much automation or too much tweaking. You've got to think about balance and weight of your SEO and whether anything's going to water down the relevance of what you have going on there. So that's a very good question. And yes, there can be too much automation. Next question is actually a very cool one. I've been basically the customer or the questionnaire poser has a website called cheetah-chat.com. Now, here's the scenario, and it's quite a long question, so let me read this real quick. It's actually a very good question, and I think a lot of us have been in this situation. This person has a new client who has 2 books ready to publish. The topic is popular. It's cheating in relationships. She has a major potential publisher who wants to see her internet presence and potential customers for the book before they agree to publish her book. Now, this customer has a very short time, by the end of August, to show major progress. We have a blog, Facebook, Twitter, and Yahoo all up and going. It's time to add traffic and get followers. So the specific questions. The blog has automated content coming in that was not targeted and has over 2,000 automated tags. I have cleaned up the automated content and I'm adding good tags. We also added an advice section that is mostly her customer content or custom content. Question: should we go in and delete all those non-specific tags and posts? And if you had to go and get lots of traffic, followers in a very short time period with little or no money, what would you do first, second, or third? Wow. Okay, first things first, let's have a look at the site itself. So if you want to go and do this along with me here, go to cheetah-chat.com. I'm going to pull that up here. It's a very nice looking website. You know you're on the great website when you see a guy with lipstick on his collar in the top right corner, and they're running a competition for an iPod giveaway. And the actual site looks very, very good. I'm very impressed with the layout. It has a lot of potential here. Now, the problem is how to get traffic, how to verify that traffic, and how to get a ton of followers really quickly. Well, the first thing I would say is by the end of August, that's going to be on zero budget. That's going to be next to impossible. I hate to burst that bubble, but I'm going to be really honest with you here. It's going to be very difficult to do that. Now, that being said, you do have a lot of content in here, so I want to make sure that you're actually promoting this. For example, go to each one of these categories, get your RSS feed, blast it out there. Go get your hands on RSS Masterclass. I would say that's available in the Inner Circle, so you can do that for free. I would go get a copy of Twitter Commando. That's going to help you get a lot of this stuff out here. I would take your RSS feeds and your actual stories themselves that are good stories and use Social Oomph to rotate your actual blog posts out there to your followers as well. Now, again, I'm talking about elements from Twitter Commando here. You'll see the part I talk about in Twitter Commando about using Social Oomph to take RSS feeds and post them out there. And again, directing them back to your website so that you expose it, get traffic and everything else. It's a very good system, but doing much within 2 weeks, because we're kind of on the 18th right now, you're really going to push it. So I hate to say it, you're not trying to get sales at this stage, okay? Here's my analysis. You're not trying to get sales. You want to show activity to a publisher, a potential publisher. So here's what you need to do. You actually need to go buy, first of all, an account that has followers already, then rename it, rebrand it, and take control of it so that you look like you have 12,000 followers or something like that. And to show you a place you can do that, go look on Twitter. On eBay. See if there's any accounts for sale. I did this just before we started. And you can see here, there's, for example, a Twitter account with over 12K followers included. $28. Okay. There's 25 bids. Let me just see if this is... Okay. There's not much information about it. But you could go do that, pay for it with PayPal. Actually, they show you. This is the account, okay? So let's go take a quick look at this real quick. This is going to be the easiest way to show a presence right off the bat, okay? So, okay, yeah, they have 12,000 followers. You might want to go and offer them a chunk of money to make sure you get a hold of this. 12,000 followers, you can easily rebrand this, change the name, change the account, take off any... You can basically empty all of their tweets. They've only made 30, so that would give you basically a fresh account with 12,000 followers. You might end up paying a couple of $100 for that. In all honesty, they haven't got a reserve on it, but if you pay for that with PayPal, that would get you going really quick. And I would snipe that as best you can, or find an account from somewhere else that you can buy that will allow you to do that. Now, yes, you are cheating here, but like I said, this is where it kind of comes into a grey area. You're trying to impress a publisher. You're not trying to get genuine sales here. So this is why you have to kind of fudge things a little bit if you want to secure that deal. Because in 2 weeks, hun, that is going to be really, really difficult. So you could go get an account, build a relationship with these guys. They've already done the hard work for you. That would give you a head start. Another thing you can do is buy some website traffic as well. You can actually do that pretty cheap, but it would, if you wanted to show stats, again, you're showing this to a publisher, not to someone who's buying your website. So you could go buy some actual US-based traffic, throttle it. You just do a Google search for buy traffic and buy some bulk traffic, have it spread out over a period of 30 days or 40 days or however long you want to stretch it out, but it would show constant traffic. It would show that you have people coming to your website. It'll show you that you have followers. And then you can use my other tactics like Firestorm SEO, Twitter Commando, to actually build a real following as that's being done for you. And that will give you the head start you need. Now, again, it's very, very difficult to do it without spending any money in such a short period of time. I do sincerely hope that you get that publishing deal and that they pick up your books, because I always like to see customers who branch out offline as well as online. And getting a book published, that's absolutely awesome. And if you can get that done, let me know. I'll buy a copy. And just so you know, you actually have a Twitter account. I actually went and you'll see here. Let me go to Cheetah Chat. I actually followed you as well from my Twitter account, so you can have one more follower to your list. So you do have an extra follower here today. You can see I'm following you here. You now have 5 followers. So hopefully that will help you just a little way along, and that's how I would do that in a short time. And again, you're not trying to trick anyone here. You're just trying to show, hey, you have an existing base, and then build a real base, okay? And that will hopefully help you seal the deal. So that was a gray area. I'm not advocating black hat techniques. I'm just giving you a head start where you can then build a real reputation and real followers and real traffic using the foundation you've already got. And I do suggest you clear out any nonsensical tags and posts that are not relevant to your market. Again, that will show everything that you are relevant, that you are laser targeted. And one thing you could do, which will help you, again, with your credibility, is put a few videos out there as well. Maybe some PowerPoint videos recorded with Camtasia. Release them on YouTube and show that you've got a YouTube presence as well. And just say that you've started that. Again, it shows you that you're active. You're taking all the viral avenues into consideration. Now, that kind of segues on to the next question, which is a video marketing question. I know we've got a few people on the line here tonight who are video marketers as well, and said, yesterday I received your email and watched the webinar on the video sniper method that I released last week and wanted to take action using this killer method. So I was wondering if your product, Video Assassin, is just that course that teaches the strategies you talked about in the webinar. Let me know if that's so, or if there's anything else you recommend for this tactic. I want to take action and pull the trigger on this one. Very good point. And let me just say, I first released Video Assassin, I would have to say almost 2 years ago now. And I updated it about 18 months ago with Video Assassin 2. Now that was a PDF. It was a 97-page PDF. It's very, very good stuff. Very high quality content. Had some videos with it and everything else. And it was really good. That was released at $197. And we released it on the Warrior Forums for $47 as a special offer. It's really good stuff. However, I've learned so much since I released that course. I've done so much. I've tested so many different tactics that I really wanted to create the de facto ultimate video marketing course. And that's what Affiliate Movie Profits is. Now, I'm doing this along with Saj P. And you may know him from ClickBank Wealth Formula. He's doing that with Anik Singhal. And we're kind of working with Anik on this product as well. And what we're doing here is we're really taking this to a whole new audience, to a whole new level. It's a 14-hour course where I literally brain dump and turn my brain on and dump out everything I know in an organized fashion about video marketing. So the difference between the two courses is miles. Really, this is probably one of the, I've had people, some very top names, have told me that this is the best course they've ever seen on affiliate marketing, CPA marketing, video marketing, just because of the angles I take and the way I go at it. And if you haven't seen this, again, this is not to actually promote the program, but in the webinar, I show a very cool little tactic called Video Sniper. And you can get to this from themanicmarketer.com/AMP webinar. That's one word, lowercase AMPWEBINAR. And that will show you how I made, I got over 5,000 views and over $700 in just 4 days with a very cool technique that I use to test markets and stuff like that. This was a great case study, and I show you exactly how I did it, how it worked, and it's cool stuff. The actual webinar is about 2 hours, so make sure you watch it from start to finish, and then I'll tell you a little bit about the course at the end of it. The main thing, if you haven't seen this video, go watch it, and you're going to learn one of my top secret strategies for video marketing that will absolutely blow you away. So yes, there is a major difference between Video Assassin and Affiliate Movie Profits. This kind of was going to be Video Assassin 3, but it kind of grew way beyond what I've done before and became this absolute monster of a course. So we put it out there to a much higher level and a greater price point, to be quite honest. It's $997. So if that is within your reach, I would certainly recommend it. It's probably responsible for most of my business success. And I literally peel back everything and show you everything I've done to be where I am today and the strategies I used to get here. And as a lot of you know, we do very, very well with that indeed. So that's that. Let's move on to the next question while I still have my voice. Like I say, the air conditioning in the office has broken down, so I am well cooked. So I'm just going to take a quick drink of soda here because I am losing my voice a little bit. Oh dear. So sorry about that. The next question I got asked is Backlink Commando. First, what is the status of Backlink Commando? Well, that's a very good question. Some of you who are Backlink Booster customers know that I was working on a big project called Backlink Commando. We've had to shelve that for now. Just as we were getting ready and beta testing it, a company that we use for some of our stuff called Ping FM went absolutely bananas, changed ownership, changed so much stuff around. It pretty much for a while broke Backlink Booster. And within 48 hours, we had solutions. We had a patch update and everything else. But honestly, we're looking at a different strategy now for backlink building that does not rely on third parties. We're developing a very big network of places where you can get links from of our own that we control, basically cutting out the middleman that can cause problems. But with Affiliate Movie Profits coming to the market for the end of the year, we've had to shelve this project because the window for releasing this kind of closed on us. And we had to focus on this other project that we were launching. So we might restart this next year. I can't say for 100% sure what we're going to do with it. So keep your ears open. The Inner Circle members are going to get their hands on this before everyone else. And I'm going to use you guys as guinea pigs. You're going to get your hands on this at a discount. And you're going to be my beta test crew. You're going to be able to get your hands on some very cool stuff indeed. And sneak in under the radar of everyone else. So I will let you guys exclusively know when that is on its way and when that's ready, because we have some very cool stuff indeed. Next question was about RSS Dapper. Now, if you have seen my RSS Masterclass, you'll know I use a very cool service which will turn any website into an RSS feed. Now, I've had it reported from a couple of people that are having problems with this and saying that Dapper now looks like it's gone to a very pricey paid program and DapperFox will not install on the current Firefox. Now, DapperFox is a plugin that allows you to turn any web page into an RSS feed. Now, I had to go, I thought, hey, that's strange. I was using it the other day and it works fine. Well, here's what I found out. Let me show you this. If you try and install DapperFox from the Mozilla add-ons site, it won't work. It tells you it's not compatible with the latest Firefox. However, if you go to open.dapper.net/dapperfox, you can actually install it directly from there, and it will load into the current Firefox. It's kind of a way to circumvent Firefox's own website and just get it directly from them. And it does work. Let me show you. I came over here to eZine Articles, and with the icon, again, obviously you're on the phone here, guys, you can't see this at the moment, but there is a little icon in the top corner, and I'm just replaying this slightly for the video, but you can see that it does work. It is still free. It's not paid, and you can still create a kick-ass RSS feed from any website. Now, if you're not familiar with this practice of doing this, go get your hands on RSS Masterclass. Again, as you're an Inner Circle member, you guys do get your hands on that for free. And it really is a kick-ass course. We show some real cool ninja tricks. It gets a little technical at times, but it is absolutely amazing content. And it will show you how to do so much with RSS marketing. It will absolutely blow your mind. So it does work. You just have to go in through the back door. Okay, next question. And we've only got a couple more questions left. In fact, we've only got 2 questions left for this evening. Next question was about link log matching. Now, Link Log Matcher is a WordPress plugin that I stumbled across a little while ago. It's one of those kind of ninja voodoo plugins that most people don't know about. And there has been a couple of problems with the new version. Now, when I released Firestorm SEO, I used it then and it's working fine. It's working fine on a lot of my sites. But I've heard that there are a couple of problems with it on the new versions of WordPress. Now, I tried to get hold of the programmer to see if they're updating it. Couldn't get hold of them at all. And it's a little older plugin. So what I'm planning on doing, and this is between you, me, and the Gatepost, is I'm planning on rebuilding it from scratch, and I'm going to release it as a ClickBank product myself. Now, again, what I'm going to do for the Inner Circle guys is I'm going to give you guys a free copy. Now, I don't know when I'm going to get round to this. Like a lot of things, I need 10 clones of myself to keep up with anything. But it does intermittently work on different systems. But I'm going to go basically recode it from the ground up with the new framework for WordPress. And I'll give you guys a copy of that as soon as it's done. So keep your ears out for that. If you're having problems with it right now, I don't have a quick solution for it. Like I say, I'm not the programmer, unfortunately. And I don't have a solution to the problems you're seeing. But I will release a plugin or create a plugin of my own and keep you posted on that one. And it might have a few other little ninja things in there as well, which will help you with whatever we have going on. Now, last question for this evening, and today has flown by. We've got a lot of cool stuff in here, and we've covered some really cool tactics. But the last question is about RSS ebooks and blogs. And we've seemed to have a lot of RSS marketing questions tonight, so that's cool. It's a refreshing change to change tack slightly. Now, in RSS Masterclass, one technique I cover is creating a kind of an ebook from RSS feeds. It's a great way to create automatic content, especially if you go to somewhere like eZine Articles or Articles Base. You take an RSS feed on a certain topic, and using a place called ZinePal, that's ZinePal.com, they give you a facility where they can take an RSS feed, and you can even put in some affiliate RSS feeds in there and some affiliate code in there, and really create a kick-ass book automatically using that content. Now, the question was that I got asked, if you could create an ebook with RSS feeds, isn't there a way to add an article once or twice a week to a blog using RSS, preferably with a demo with eZine Articles if you can? Well, yes, that's called auto-blogging. And the tool I use for that is very cool. It's called WPOmatic. Now, there are all sorts of different ones out there. WPOmatic is free. And what that will do is it will automatically take a... I can't spell worth of monkeys tonight. Okay, there we go. So it's WP-O-Matic. You can find it in the WordPress.org plugin directory. And you can install that. That will take an RSS feed and then automatically post items to your blog. Some of you know I do that a lot with auto-blogging. There's a couple of other ones that are commercial out there. WP Robot is my favorite commercial one. But they will automatically take items like that and, again, post it directly to your blog. Now, one thing I'm working again, it's another one of those projects that I've got in the background, is I'm working on a WordPress plugin that will literally take a keyword, it will generate a RSS feed, actually with not just snippets of articles, but it will go collect the full article and automatically post it to your website. Fully automatic, fully autopilot. It'll either work from a directory or based on a search query. And I'm working on that because there's a couple of technical things there, trying to find the most recent item. And I'm using a little bit of Google scraping for that. But what I'm doing is I'm creating a very kick-ass plugin that will literally scrape the article directories that you're allowed to republish from, allow you to create a template, and work very much like WP-O-Matic, but it will automatically go collect new articles to post on your website, so you have full articles, not just WordPress kind of snippets. So that is another plugin that I'm going to release as a ClickBank product. It's almost complete, but once it's complete, I will let my Inner Circle guys take a look at it, get an advanced copy, so that you can play around with that too. Because you know me, I like to automate everything. And if I've got a ton of articles and a ton of websites all driving people into them, I want to make sure I've got as much content as possible. And if I can republish content that I'm allowed to syndicate and then tie in all my automatic promotion into that to get more traffic and more people into my website, absolutely I will do that. And again, with both of those plugins I've discussed tonight, I will give my Inner Circle members first crack at it, and you can check it out. You can leave a testimonial or feedback or let me know if you're having any problems. And again, you guys, because you're in my Inner Circle, you're under the radar. You guys get first crack at everything I do. So hopefully that will do for this evening. That was the last question. Again, like I say, I'm sorry if my voice is breaking a little bit. Like I say, my air conditioner has broke and you won't believe how much I am cooked. You can stick a fork in me right now. I am done. So I'm going to go jump in my refrigerator for a wee while, see if I can find a beer and cool down a little bit. I really appreciate everyone stopping by tonight. We have got a full crowd tonight. We only have 100 spots on. And it's telling me right now that there's only 2 people here, although I see a full list of over 100 people, and people who have dropped out have lost their spot because someone else has come in right behind them. So I'm using a really cool service. Again, I'm going to tell you what this service is called. It's called freeconferencing.com. If you want to hold your own teleseminars, you can do it for free. You are limited to 100 spots. But it's great service to do this kind of thing. So if you have your own affiliate network, your own membership site, your own, maybe you want to do a promotion of your own, this is a great way to do it. For what I'm doing with the Inner Circle here, this is a great little service. Although we are looking at doing more live webinars in the future, where you can actually see my screen and everything else real-time live. That will be for the future. We're looking into that as well with... I think it's GoToMeeting or GoToWebinar, sorry. Great service, by the way, although it's a bit expensive. It's $500 a month. But that's what we got going on right now. That's all the questions for this evening. That's kind of an insight in what we're doing to the future. So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I will catch all of you next week. We are, again, recording this webinar. We're going to put the video up there probably first thing in the morning. And that will include the MP3 and an iPod version as well, as we always try and do, so that you can take this with you wherever you go. You can stay connected. And again, you're on the inside track. So thanks again for coming, and I'll see you all next week. Take care.